What's up YouTube, it's themthatgots back with another video. This time I'm very excited to bring you something new here. This is the Shin Musha Gundam from the Gundam Dynasty Warriors video game. I found this model kit at my local comic book shop the other day and I just couldn't pass it up. I used to love Gundams back when I was in high school, which has been a long time ago. But I really haven't done much with them ever since then. But I saw this guy pre-built just sitting on a shelf at my comic shop and I couldn't pass him up. He's just way too cool. This figure is absolutely amazing. It's one of my favorite things that I own now. But I just wanted to show it off to you guys because he's just awesome. So if you look at him here, obviously you can tell that he's got a ton of detail in him. You know, there's so much more to this guy than meets the eye. He's got a complete workable inner frame, which is pretty awesome. Underneath all that armor, there's a frame in there. It's got working pistons, all sorts of stuff. But I'll show that stuff to you here if I could. But let's take a closer look at him here. He's just so awesome. And check out his face sculpt there. All the detail in his chest and all through the armor. What I did with this kit, when I got him, you can see he doesn't have any decals on him, which kind of stinks. I did order the decals and I will be putting them on there, but I don't have them yet. But the guy that built this had used the stickers on them, and I'm not a fan of the stickers that come with the Gundam kit, so I removed them and did some painting. And you can also see in the lines right in here, I did some panel lining to bring out the details. All over the body, like you can see the panel lining in the skirts there. And all in the emblems of the legs. This guy's just incredible. I absolutely love him. Now, this is about an $85 kit normally. I got it pre-built at my store for only 25 bucks. I would like to get a new one so I could build it myself because I am in love with this guy here. But basically, if you don't know anything about Gundams, they are model kits that you have to build when you buy them. They're not action figures that you buy. I think there is a series that you can buy that are action figures, but for the most part, Gundam kits are models, and they come in different grades. There's high grade, master grade, perfect grade, and real grade. This is a master grade kit, which is a 1/100 scale, which means that this is, if you multiplied the size of this by 100, that would be a life-size Gundam. And he has the inner frame. Most of the other well, like the high grade doesn't include the inner frame. The real grade does, and the perfect grade is just crazy. A huge figure with an amazing inner frame. But I just can't get over how awesome this guy looks. I'm gonna spin him around here. You can see he's got all these weapons hooked onto his back. So you can see he kind of looks like a samurai. If you took these things off of his head, he would look just like the original Gundam, the RX-78 I think is called. You can see he's got these, you know, it looks like a samurai helmet there. I really like the colors they chose for this kit too, because it really has that kind of clay red that kind of reminds you of a lot of ancient Japanese stuff. You know, like it really reminds me of like the shingles on the roofs of the buildings in feudal Japan, how they had that clay roof. It's kind of that same color of red. It's not a bright red. And I also really love the muted gold on all the piping. There's a special edition of this that has chrome gold, but I actually prefer this one. The chrome is a little distracting, but I really like the kind of rustic looking gold on this kit. Let's get into some details here. I'm going to show off his weapons so that I can take them off of the kit. First off is his sword. The weapons are this nice chrome that I do really like. But there's his sword, which is sheathed right here. Just slides right in there, like so. But he also has this Naginata right here, also chrome, which stands super tall. It's probably about 1 foot long, but it's very cool. And then he also has this rifle, which I did some painting on. All the gold and silver is painted on. It originally had stickers there, but I did not like the stickers, so I took them off. So there's his rifle, which is pretty cool. And then the last one is this trident that he has here, and you can see it has this shaft here, and it's stuck to the body where this black thing is. It has this little nub at the bottom, and what you do is remove that nub there, and then it just slides right out. You do have to be careful with these kits. They are very fragile. Here's a close-up look at the trident. Oh, it's falling apart. Let me fix it there. There we go. Very cool. This also is about 1 foot long. It's massive. So now that we have that out of the way, let's take a look at some of the articulation. And the articulation of these Gundam kits is out of this world. I'm going to move my lights because I keep messing it up when I put my hand in front of the light there. He's got a ball jointed neck, and you have this joint at the bottom of the neck where you can go side to side and back and forth, which is pretty crazy. He does have a shoulder joint here that can go pretty far up, and it also moves. I don't know if I can show this off. If you look in right here, you can move it away from the body to kind of get some cross body poses. You can pull the arm out there. This thing on the shoulder here is actually articulated too. You can move it up pretty far, and if you want to work it out a little bit, it moves away from the shoulder too. You can see inside here there's a joint in there, little double hinge, where you can get it away from the body, which is pretty awesome. I like having it in pretty close though. He does have a swivel at the top of the arm right here. There's a double joint in the elbow, so you can move it up about that far, which is nice. And then he's got a ball joint at the wrist, and you can move it in and out pretty far, though it does like to pop out. His thumb is free moving on a ball joint, as well as the pointer finger, and then these 3 fingers are attached, and they move like that. And the gauntlet here has some articulation. Right here kind of swivels a little bit too. And then he's got a double ball joint here, so you can move his torso all the way around very nicely. You can see right here it kind of extends up and exposes some under armor there, which is very nice. And he does have a swivel at the waist. On his skirts here, on the front skirts, each little one of these pieces moves independently, which again is just crazy. Absolutely love this. The side skirts move in and out, as well as the back skirts. This piece is stationary. It has these thrusters here that I painted the insides of, and each individual thruster has a point of articulation. You can move them up and down. The bottom ones move a little further than the top ones, but they look very cool. And you can move his legs out about this far. You might be able to get it out a little bit further, but like I said, these kits are pretty fragile. And you can move it back here and forward pretty far. And he does have a little bit of a swivel up there. It's not a 360 though, it's on a ball joint. Then, let's see here. I'm trying to find the best way to show this off. He's got a double jointed knee. You can hear him kind of cracking. And if you look right here, he does have working pistons. Let's see if I can get that to extend. There we go. You can see that piston working. which just blows my mind how awesome that is. And one of the problems with this kit, I don't know if it's just mine, but the piston in the bottom, you can see there's a little ball there. That ball's supposed to be plugged into the knee, and it always pops out. I have to kind of dissect the kit to get it to pop back in. But it's not too bad. And then once you get down here, the ankle is on a double ball joint, so it can move around freely, spin, go up and down. And then you also have another joint right here that goes forward pretty far and down really far. Very nice. And I don't know if you can see, but there is another set of pistons up there, and there actually is one on the back side too, which you can't really see from the outside of the Gundam there. But yeah, that's about it for the Shin Musha Gundam. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Please rate, comment, subscribe. I'll have more Gundam reviews coming. And that's it. Bye for now.